Hi, I'm Nicky Coffin and welcome back to another episode of Recruitment Manager Training Tips. Today I'd like to talk to you about how to remotivate a flagging recruiter and get them back on track. Now this is something that many managers experience and it can really affect results not only for the individuals but also for your team around them. I found a 4-step approach works really well with this. So the first step is to tackle the problem head on. Don't ignore it thinking it will go away because I promise you it won't. So sit down with the recruiter and find out if they accept that they are demotivated or that their performance is below par. If they do, find out what they believe needs to be done to improve that performance, and more importantly, why should they do it for them? There's this thing called WIFI, what's in it for you? Why should they make the changes? Now when people understand why they're doing something and why it's good for them to do something, they're much more likely to do it. This then makes your coaching, your training, your support or even counselling much easier to get done. If they don't accept that their performance is poor, then you must be able to show them with facts that they are underperforming and let them know what's expected. Regardless of the reason, it should be clear to them that performance has got to improve. Now step 2 is then to agree a plan of what to achieve. People get stuck when they don't know how, and most underperformance comes from recruiters not knowing where to start or how to get the task done. So your role as a recruitment manager is to show them how. And once you know what they want to achieve, you then need to create a plan of how to achieve it. This is the how-to part. So how specifically are they going to find candidates? What resources are they going to use? What jobs specifically should they be working on? How are they going to find candidates for those jobs? How are they going to measure their progress? And the best way to do this is to create milestones. So a plan to achieve, for example, X number of CVs sent in a day, a week, or a month, for example. Now step 3 is then to break this plan down. Henry Ford said nothing's particularly hard if you divide it into small chunks. So take the plan you have agreed and help them to break it into weekly and daily timescales. Think about what specifically they'd like to achieve in the next 2 to 4 weeks and what would that success look like? How would they like to see their candidates and their client and their business development grow? Think of those timescales also then in terms of activity and also financial rewards. So that at the end of week 1, what would they like to have achieved specifically? At the end of week 2, how many CVs sent, how many first interviews, and get them so they're realistic targets. Now step 4 is then review and do now. Even the best plans will encounter obstacles. So how can you make sure that you still achieve success even if you've got these obstacles? In the same way as a pilot constantly monitors his position and adjusts his direction, you need to review their progress and make adjustments as you go along the way. So if your recruiter isn't on track, find out what they need to start doing and what needs to stop being done to make sure that the target is still reached. And with these review times, agree times, but don't leave it too long. No more than 2 days to review, and sometimes with people it could be 2 or 3 times a day. So there you have it, some steps to remotivate any flagging consultant, and that's our recruitment manager training tip for today. If you'd like to know more, I'd love to invite you to our free training webinar, How to Convert Underperformers into Consistent High Billers in 14 days or less, and here's the link for that. I'll be showing you some excellent tips and techniques to get big performance fast, and here's the link again to sign up for that. I look forward to seeing you next time.